long story short, Matt told me I was going to be hosting. He asked me to host, and I was so ecstatic that I grabbed my favourite microphone, jumped on, and here I am.
So where do you get the microphone from?
That is great.
I think it's from the Eco Depot, and it was a Guitar Hero live one.
Woo! This is quality live streaming right here. We spend no expense.
I think it's $5.
Count this down. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Welcome to Youth Group. Hey, it is so good to be here with you guys. How you all doing?
I'm great.
Oh yeah,
great. Let's go. Really bringing the vibes up, guys. Really bringing the vibes tonight. It's gonna be a good night. Let's get excited. I want to know, Billy, are you excited for tonight?
I am so pumped, so excited to be featured. Let's go.
Yes,
go.
You're on screen tonight, and it's gonna be a good night. How's this week been with the fam, Billy?
Oh, well, that's an interesting question. Totally not sick of my sisters.
Oh, poor Neve and Piper. Are you hanging out for this lockdown to be over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be nice to see my mates more.
Yeah. And how's the working out been going? Are you still in the rhythm? Sure. Okay. Sweet. Nice. And we got Amelia joining us tonight. Hey, Amelia.
Hello.
Good to have you here. Hey, Amelia, I was going to ask you actually, what are you, we could be going into level 2 soon. That's pretty exciting. What are you hanging out for? What's going to be your first go-to thing?
I want to just go up straight to my friend and just be hug them. But I probably can't because they said don't get too close where you can actually touch them.
True. I heard it's okay as long as they're not a stranger. So you can't hug strangers, but you can
quick hugs with your friends.
Yeah, quick hugs with your family and friends. It's going to be good. So hopefully we're in level 2 pretty soon, and that's going to be really cool. And we got Isaac here today as well. How you doing, Isaac?
Good, thank you. I'm doing great.
Nice. And I reckon your hair's got quite long during the lockdown. You must be
no, I don't know what you're talking about. It's fine. Did you
consider a Corona cut at any point during the lockdown?
I honestly completely forgot. Which is a little bit bad on my part, but it's been longer than this before.
I was going to say actually last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think I went. How long did I go? I think I went 8 months without a haircut. Was it 8 months?
That was for your musical, eh?
Yeah, that was exactly. I was gonna get it cut before it, but I couldn't, so I had to go for another 2 months. So it got pretty long. So yeah, this isn't even that bad. This isn't even that bad.
So you haven't even booked in your haircut yet. You're well, I don't need it yet.
Yeah, level 2 will come around. I'll just head into Baz's barber. If you haven't been to Baz's barber, it's actually pretty good. $15 for a pretty good haircut. Go check them out.
Name drop there. I wanted to give a shout out actually today as well to Sam Electrical. You guys might have put a product placement there for you tonight. I thought on renovation week we might get a bit of Sam Electrical out there as well for you guys. So shot for that. He even let me borrow his t-shirt. So you're gonna be loving that. Jackie, how you doing?
I am really swell. I love that word.
Nice.
Good.
That is a good word, actually. Swell. Like the swell of an ocean, or is that where it comes from? Yeah.
I honestly don't know. I think it was from some British show that I was watching. Maybe I don't think it was Downton Abbey, but that's the only show that's coming to mind. So I don't know.
Do you watch Downton Abbey?
I used to. It's so good.
My mum watches that show.
Oh my goodness! I watched it in year 13.
Nice.
Very long time ago.
And Jackie, you're going to be manning the comments tonight. So has anyone said anything interesting yet as we've been chatting?
We're just getting a lot of highs. Some people are picking up on the theme that we've got going on.
Nice. The construction theme tonight. So yeah, we got a bit of that going on. So looking forward to that. And Jackie, it's Mother's Day this Sunday. Did you remember that?
I did, yeah. I placed an order for some really fancy chocolate at this
Ooh,
place in Reno.
nice.
It's really good. Macana chocolate.
Nice.
Check it out.
Cool.
Yum.
Cool.
I love
Nice.
that place.
So here's like the reminder for all of you guys watching as well. It's Mother's Day on Sunday. So if you haven't got your mum something yet, the supermarket's pretty much your only option. But at least they have chocolate and flowers and all kinds of things. So hey, why don't you drop in the comments what you're going to be getting your mum for Mother's Day? Assuming that she's not watching the stream, because if she's watching the stream, then maybe don't put it in the comments. Just maybe say like, I've got this really, really good mystery present that I'm not going to tell my mum about, and that'll be all good, all good. I see that Judith is pretty excited that that you're going to be giving chocolate to your mum. So
I also see that. I love it.
Nice. Oh, and I just saw this as well. It's Maya's birthday on Mother's Day. So I don't know who they're going to be celebrating in that house. But either way, it's going to be a good time, I'm sure. Hey, so we have an awesome night for you guys tonight. And we are going to be kicking off the night with our current events section. Like, this is one of my favorite sections that we do. And so I'm handing over to Amelia to tell us what's been going on this week.
Well, yes, thank you, Matt. We have some breaking news. Yes, it has come to my attention that RYC Youth has had the biggest depression this year on me Monday.
Oh no! Oh,
it's disappointing.
oh,
It is extremely disappointing.
Oh, no.
It shows that not many people are actually engaging in this activity. I do understand that school is quite like hard and stuff, but people should be busy with trying to find memes. Yes.
Yeah. Good.
I mean,
good, Amelia.
This is
Priorities,
happiness.
people.
Yeah, this is happiness we're talking about. Do you guys want to be happy?
I
Yes,
do.
you do.
I don't want to look like that dog. I don't want him to look at me like that.
I like that.
Yeah. A few more things. I found that we're still in lockdown, surprisingly. Drive-throughs have opened, so we can get a 20-pack of nuggets. Which
So
I'm still
good.
waiting for.
So
I
good.
haven't had mine yet. Yeah. Matt has been learning some TikToks. People are fine with. Others aren't. I won't say which side I'm on.
Oh, ouch. I thought I did pretty well in the TikToks this week. I don't know, maybe you watched my TikToks and you want to tell me in the comments what you thought. But I've had overwhelmingly positive feedback so far. So
and also just another reminder, guys, you should be feeling like the squirrel.
Right.
Praise the Lord, it's Meme Monday. Shall we try Meme Monday again this week, Amelia? Give
Yes,
people another chance.
I would advise it, yes, please.
Surely.
Okay, awesome. Hey, thank you for that week in the news, Amelia. Love that. Some other people are pretty excited about the nuggies as well. So good job on that. I know you've been hanging out for those nuggies for ages, eh? I'm actually surprised that you haven't had any yet. I thought you were going to be like straight down there to the drive-thru.
We did have burger fuel. I had a non-meat burger. It's okay. I wouldn't live on it.
Okay.
Just putting it out there.
Okay. Nice. All good. Hey, what else is going on in the comments down there, Jackie? Anyone else kind of saying anything interesting for us?
We have some people that have like some gifts apparently for Mother's Day and things.
Oh,
a lot of
nice. What?
responses to the food.
Nice.
I'm having a hard time believing Samuel Burgess's comment.
Yeah, it looks kind of sarcastic to me.
The all caps
Yeah,
totally there.
sarcasm there.
Yeah, maybe.
Not saying that I
Kind of.
can't relate, but you know.
It's okay, guys. We've still got one more day.
I won't comment. I think my mum's watching. I won't comment.
Okay, nice. That's probably smart. Nice, awesome. And hey, we had another competition running this week as well, which people did get real in on. Billy, do you want to tell us about Reno Your Room?
Reno Your Room. So it was a wee competition that we had up where you could
Sponsored by
or-
Sam Meek Electrical.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah, just dropping that in there.
Yeah, there we go. Heaps of people. We had heaps of cool entries. I know my own sister entered in, which had the house smelling like paint, but that's okay.
Yeah, she actually painted her room, eh?
I
That was
know.
that's full on,
dedication.
She
isn't it?
actually did work, unlike
Wow.
myself, but it's
So
okay.
shall we take a bit of a look at some of the photos that came in?
I reckon.
So this was renovate your room, and some different people gave it a go. This was Maya. What do you think of the before photos for Maya there, Billy?
It's very nice and dirty. Like, can honestly relate to that.
Do you
Even
reckon that
bathroom
was actually
around.
what the room looked like, or do you think she messed it up first so that she could take
I
a good
don't
look at it?
know. Like, I'm not sure if Maya's mother would appreciate stuff hanging out of her drawers.
Mm.
But,
But we do have the after photo as well for Maya. So this is what it looked like after.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow, what a
wow.
transformation!
You can see the carpet. That's so good.
It's actually quite nice carpet.
Totally.
Yeah, nice.
I'm liking the seams.
Nice. And then we had another entry as well that came in. This one was from. Oh, is this your room, Billy?
Oh, what? No, surely not.
I can tell this is a netball on the bed. It must be you. So this is your before, and then shall we have a look at your after?
Yeah. Oh, look at
Wow.
that.
Wow.
That lighting though.
I think this
Beautiful.
has to be
Yeah.
my favorite so far.
I really like what you've done with the
Mhm.
ukulele.
Thank you.
I think that's a really nice touch, and the way that the color coordinates with the bedspread as well.
That was what I was going for.
Nice.
It's
nice.
very aesthetic.
Yeah, it is. I like.
I was looking on Pinterest, making sure I got it right,
Okay.
Nice.
We had some more entries that came in as well for
Okay.
renovate your room. This is Molly's entry. So there we go. So I think the before on the left and the after on the right. It's looking pretty good. She did a good job on the wall.
Yeah.
So
That's
nice.
really cool.
Yeah, I reckon that's a really cool display she's got going on there.
Yeah.
And then have we got another one there?
Oh no.
This is Neve's
Oh,
one.
this is in my own house.
Oh my goodness.
Collage.
Yeah.
Wow.
Loving
She's
that
actually
collage.
canvaed her room renovation as well.
Yeah.
And there she is rolling. Did she paint the room white though?
It used to be you can see, but she painted it all white, got a lot of it in her hair.
Yeah. And then she's gone for the kind of the light green furnishings. Is that what I can see kind of going on there? I like that cushion on the chair. That's a nice. And the hanging plant as well. Yeah, nice. Awesome. And have we got any more? I'm not sure if we do. No, that's the end. So what we want you guys to do is let us know who you think did the best room renovation in the comments. Those were our entries. So we had Maya with the really, really messy room that got tidy at the end. And then we had Molly did the collage up on the wall. We had Neve who made her whole kind of room, painted her room and put really cool furnishing. And we had Billy, who probably shouldn't win because she's announcing it. But if you think that Billy should win, she had the ukulele that was the same color as the bedspread. And yeah, man, it was great. Emma, you did enter too. We must have one more. Did we, Matthew? Do we have one more? Maybe we don't have one more. There was a purple room as well. No, maybe we don't. Sorry, Emma. We'll get you a prize anyway. For stuffing up. But remember the winner of this. The winner of this was in the draw for a $50 Westfield voucher. So you need to drop in the comments who you think should win that voucher. So it's either Neve or Billy, or let's let Emma win as well. So if you think Emma, just you didn't get to see it, but you think she should win, you can vote for Emma, Maya, or who have I forgotten?
Molly.
Molly. Nice. Thank you. Saved me there. So that'll be cool. So drop in the comments who you think should win.
Are we going to do the only vote once to make it
Only
easier
vote
for us?
once, otherwise Jackie will struggle to
Or
keep
Jackie.
up with your votes.
Confusing.
Yeah.
Handing over now to Isaac for our secret sound competition.
All right. Well, I'm doing Secret Sound, one of the competitions we've had going for the last couple of weeks. So I'm going to turn off my camera and listen up nice and carefully. All right. Here it comes.
Ooh.
Okay. I'll give you a clue.
Was that a
I'm
bodily
not cutting
function?
my toenails.
Clue.
Yeah, I'll do it one more time. I'll do it a little bit faster. Oh, don't listen to that. That's my watch beeping. Anyway.
That one sounded least like you were farting the second time. So I don't think it was that anymore. Okay, so if you think you know what the secret sound was, chuck that into the comments. And you can keep voting as well for who you think is the best room renovation. But we'll be watching out in the comments to see if anyone manages to guess the secret sound. Hey, this week I got together with a bunch of guys, and well, we didn't actually get together, but we filmed some stuff for you, and we've made a little bit of an episode of RYC The Block. And so if you want to just watch the screen for a little bit, we're going to show you that episode for this week.
Tonight on the block, we had Thrill and someone else. Find out next on the block, RYC. Let's get acquainted with tonight's judges. First up, I'd like to introduce to you Emma Broughton, who is the head editor of Rooms and Spaces I Like Pinterest board, which I'm told is very gorgeous. And her own home features an RTC stock photo. Next up, team, I'd like to introduce Alison Rashbrook, whose credentials include part of the My Time at 10 Creative Inspiration team. Our third judge for this evening is Nikki Ewing. Nikki is well known for fine martial feedback, which I'm sure will be appreciated this evening. But more importantly, my computer is telling me that she has recently renovated her house. Wonderful.
Welcome to Mother's Day week here on the block, RYC. This week the team's going to be tackling the master bedroom. Let's get inside.
At the start of the week, the judges and I paid a visit to house number 1, where we found that some of the contestants were working harder than others. That's sure to cause some tension further down the track. The contestants in House 3 moved on to painting really quickly. That was until disaster struck there. Over in House 2, we find the contestants there are also in a bit of hot water. They're struggling to come to an agreement. This may cost them serious time, which at this late stage in the game, they don't have.
I'm sure this blue would look so good. Just look at it. Can you just envision it?
Yeah, blue, like the sky is blue, so it's not very bright. It's kind of just like, nah. I think this red's quite good. It's like bright. Look, you won't be able to miss it.
It's like dried blood.
No, my blood's a different color. Nah. That's a good one. This is quite colourful.
No, that's just
original canvas, bro.
They need to get a move on if they want to stay in this game.
Well, I don't.
That night, after tools down, contestant number 3 continued to work in an attempt to catch up for lost time. Unknown to her, our cameras were still rolling, and one of the judges managed to even catch him in the act. Here on the block, RYC, we take the breachment of rules very seriously, and I'd have to have a chat with this contestant later on today. Contestant number 2, I have some bad news for you. After reviewing last night's footage of using power tools after tools down, the judges and I have decided that there are going to be consequences. You'll have to start 2 hours late tomorrow morning, and this will make it very hard for you. But after your time penalty has been done, you may continue working. The rush to complete a room in time for the room reveal was going right down to the wire in house number 3. In contrast, back in house number 2, Emma was confident in her room presentation. But was there something missing?
We're done. Man, how many days did that take me? Is it Sunday? Oh no. Oh, it's Wednesday. What am I gonna get it? Perfect. The golden build-up flip. Everyone's dream.
An interesting choice there, Emma. But I'm told it's the thought behind the gift that's what matters. Rightio, this is the first house. As you can see, lots of room for all your stuff. And if we look over here, big bed and some pictures on the wall. Wonderful. Welcome to room 2, folks. If you look over here, you can see the bed in the sun. That looks lovely. And if you look over here, you can see there's plants. Hopefully this idea will make this house stand out from the rest. And here we head into room 3. The first thing that I notice is the combination of the natural light and the unnatural light. As you can see, there's lots going on. There's the certificates, there's the writing on the wall, there's photos, and a blue door.
Amazing. That was so good. I love that. And then massive props to Jamila and Emma and Maya for all the hard work that they put into that this week, and to their mums for getting in on it as well. Like props for that, eh? So maybe we'll have a check out later who might have been the winner in the block for this week. So that will be really cool. Hey, so for tonight, actually, Jackie, have we got any winners coming in for our secret sound?
We do. I think the first person to guess it right. Sorry, I just want to check this, make sure it's really right. Was a William Woods. Yeah.
William Woods. What was the answer? What was the answer? A pack of cards.
For a pack of cards, but then also if you scroll down the comments a little bit, we've got Ashley said flicking through a deck of cards, which if you ask me is a lot more specific.
That's pretty
so maybe we could, if it's possible, we could give a prize to William for being the first person, and then Ashley for being like the first person who was specific enough.
Who was actually right.
I mean, like deck of cards, that's close enough. And like, I get you. He probably meant flicking through, but like,
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll give them both a prize. I think that sounds nice. I think we could probably do that for them. Awesome. Hey, I want to invite to the room Miss Laura Hewitt, all the way from Germany. This is so exciting, Laura.
Yay!
That we have you with us as our special guest today. So Laura was in New Zealand with us last year. She's gone back to Germany. But the great thing about this platform of streaming is that you can be with us even from Germany. And so Laura is going to be sharing a little bit about how her life's been going at the moment and kind of what she's been up to. So we're really excited to hear from you tonight, Laura. So you can take it away.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm so excited. It is such a joy to get to be with you guys this week. Those of you who don't know me, I'm Laura. I am a missionary teacher at an international Christian school in Germany, where we have just finished week 8 of our lockdown. And I got an email from Matt last week where he was he was like, hey, how do you feel about giving a short talk for RYC? And I had no hesitation, was like, absolutely, yes. I love you guys. I miss you. Then Matt laughed at me because I replied at like 5:45 a.m. my time.
It was so early. I was like, how are you getting back to us?
But my sleep schedule has been a mess since we've moved to remote teaching. Yeah, I've been doing online school for 2 months. It's been crazy, but I'm super pumped to get to talk to you guys. Matt said we were talking about Philippians, so I'm actually going to read through the passage that Matt gave me. If you guys have a Bible, open up to Philippians chapter 1. If you have the app, pull it up, open an extra tab, go to Bible Gateway. Philippians chapter 1, starting at verse 12. I want you to know, brothers, that what has happened to me has really served to advance the gospel, so that it has become known throughout the whole imperial guard and to the rest that my imprisonment is for Christ. And most of the brothers, having become confident in the Lord by my imprisonment, are much more bold to speak the word without fear. Some indeed preach Christ from envy and rivalry, but others from goodwill. The latter do it out of love, knowing that I am put here for the defense of the gospel. The former proclaim Christ out of selfish ambition, not sincerely, but thinking to afflict me in my imprisonment. What then? Only that in every way, whether in pretense or in truth, Christ is proclaimed, and in that I rejoice. Yes, and I will rejoice, for I know that through your prayers and the help of the Spirit of Jesus Christ, this will turn out for my deliverance. As it is my eager expectation and hope that I will not be at all ashamed, but that with full courage now, as always, Christ will be honored in my body, whether by life or by death. For to me, to live is Christ, and to die is gain. If I'm to live in the flesh, that means fruitful labor for me, yet which I shall choose I cannot tell. I'm hard pressed between the two. My desire is to depart and be with Christ, for that's far better. But to remain in the flesh is more necessary on your account. Convinced of this, I know that I will remain and continue with you all for your progress and joy in the faith, so that in me you may have ample cause to glory in Christ Jesus because of my coming to you again. So I absolutely love that I get to be the person to talk to you guys about this. So what we just read, Philippians, is a letter written by the Apostle Paul. Paul was this missionary who went to Philippi and met these people at this church, and he was just welcomed in and loved by them and encouraged by them and got to serve with them. And then they sent him back as a mission out on his missionary journeys. I am a missionary, and I had the absolute joy of coming to Christ Church. I spent most of my sabbatical there, and RYC was part of the community that just loved on me, welcomed me in, and I got to be with you and love you guys, and then sent back on my missionary journey. So those parallels are really cool. Also, you would have heard in that passage that Paul's talking about being in prison. And I'm kind of imprisoned in my house right now.
We're all imprisoned in our
all
houses.
are. So we have that connection where we can see the similarities. So we totally get that lockdown feel. Paul was in this weird situation. His is a bit different. Mine's a bit different than your guys's. So here in Germany, we started doing stuff a bit earlier than you guys in our lockdown. And one of the first things they started doing was actually we had to start like sanitizing our hands going into the grocery stores and when we leave. I'm not sure if you guys are doing that, but that was like step one, which for me actually was really different because most of you will remember I spend a lot of time in a wheelchair. So when I go get groceries, I have to like touch the rims of my wheelchair. And if I sanitize my hands, I touch the rims. Like I can't comply with that request. Like the spirit of that, it's just not possible.
Wow.
So I started essentially being on lockdown a week earlier than everybody else.
Oh my gosh.
And had to have my neighbors start bringing me my groceries and running errands for me and getting my stuff from the pharmacy. And that was like a weird situation to be in. Obviously, this is all weird for everybody, but that was a huge limitation for me. And I had to really sit back and think about how, do I still get to fully participate in life when I'm so limited and isolated way more than other people? I can't even do my errands. But that's something where I started actually in this passage. Before Matt even asked me, I'd already underlined the end of verse 20 in my Bible, where it says, Christ will be honored in my body, whether by life or by death. And so just thinking through, okay, my limitations in my body, as someone who's in a wheelchair most of the time, but I can walk some, and how can I honor God in that? And that's something where I really tried to think through honoring God in my body. And so I have more time in my house, and I actually have a treadmill in my house now to practice walking. It's something I'm getting better at. And so I'm spending time doing that and being really intentional with that every day. And I hit a record last week. I actually walked a full kilometer without stopping at a 2K pace.
Yes,
Like,
so good.
really loud for me on that one. That,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, that's a huge, huge deal for me. And so that's the way that I'm honoring God in this strange circumstance and being intentional with that. I've also been really, I've been trying really hard to think through every day, like who is somebody that needs an encouragement that I can reach out to, because I can't physically be with somebody. Like, who can I send a message to be like, hey, I love you. I think you're awesome. I want to encourage you. You're super great. Those kinds of things. So finding a few people and just really praying for them intentionally every day. Like, those are the things where I'm like, okay, I can do this still. And that's something where I'm being like intentional with the positive things. But that definitely does not make the yucky stuff disappear. And that's one of the things that I want to be real with you guys, that like the lockdown is weird and it sucks, and like there's struggles, and that's something that's super hard. And actually the same day that Matt had asked me to do this, I was at the lowest point in like a months long battle with my American insurance in like covering some of the necessary medical stuff for my disability. And at that point I had paid out of pocket somewhere, I didn't do the conversion rate, but I'm pretty sure it'd be over $4,000 New Zealand dollars. So wow. I paid that much money already that my insurance should have covered, and they didn't want to. And so that's one of the things where I was like, God, I don't know what to do with this, but I'm going to share about joy with my RYC family next week. And thinking through, okay, there's real life, and that's not going to disappear. And praise the Lord, on Wednesday, I got an email that the insurance came through. They are going to reimburse me and pay for this, which is awesome. Cool. But there's still stuff that is hard that I can't do. So for example, the way Germany's lockdowns changed, the German schools are allowed to partially reconvene, but we still have really strict sanitation rules. So that means for my school, I teach at a school that it's a partial boarding school, and we have we have like a middle school and a high school is what we call it. It's like an American system. And so I teach at the high school. That's the year 9 through 12. My classes are year 11 and 12. And we decided because only year 10 and 12 are allowed to come back in Germany because they have a different system. Our system equivalent would be year 11 and 12. So all my students were invited back, but several of them are in countries where they can't fly back. So the kids in America would be required to quarantine for most of the rest of our school year. One of my students is in Amman, Jordan, and their entire country doesn't have airports open until the end of May. Wow. So these kinds of things are really difficult. So not all my kids are coming back, but then again, I can't even go back because the same deal with the groceries, the wheelchair situation. So this past week, every morning and afternoon, I can watch my students walk by my window. I live 300 meters. They're down the street right now. I live 300 meters from the school, and I'm not there with them. But that's, again, like there's opportunity for joy in this, that like I get to be doing this with you guys, which I absolutely love. My classes are in the afternoons, and I've had one of my students will call me into the classroom to say hi and answer questions for the lessons that I set up online for them. So there's opportunities for me to still like choose joy and to see like this is an added bonus that I wouldn't have otherwise been able to do, is to talk with you guys and encourage you. And so I want to reread the last couple verses of that passage and just wrap up with that. Verse 24, because Paul is talking about like, hey, this is a really sucky situation. I'd rather just be with Jesus. But then he says, to remain in the flesh is more necessary on your account. Convinced of this, I know I will remain and continue with you all for your progress and joy in the faith, so that in me you may have ample cause to glory in Christ Jesus because of my coming to you again. And so I want to celebrate the fact that like we as a Jesus following community get to encourage each other in our faith journeys. That Paul is saying, like, I love you guys, and I'm going to represent this following Jesus wholeheartedly wherever that takes me. And for him, that was in prison. And so I want to do that. I want to represent Jesus wherever that takes me, and want to encourage you guys that, like, it's for you, that like we share this with each other, and you get to be that for someone else too, sharing like you're doing something for Jesus in whatever that means in your life and how that looks. So yeah, I also hope to come back to you guys. That was the last line, is like, I want to come back and like,
yes,
we'll stand together after I do another couple kilometers on the treadmill, and just like, that's the thing, is like, I want to be that encouragement to you to see that God is still at work in this crazy circumstance. And yeah, so just love that. But again, not ignoring that there's definitely real struggles going on right now in my life and yours. And I want you to recognize you get to be real with that. The crappy stuff is there, but don't let that overshadow or cover up the good stuff that's also possible. So you guys are going to get to have some small group Zoom conversations, which are super cool. There's great questions to go over, but I just want you to be real with the stuff that's hard. But then also be intentional with finding those things you can celebrate that are good.
So good. So good.
So
Hey,
cool.
thank you so much, Laura. That's so good. I just love, like, as I was kind of hearing that passage as Paul spoke, he was able to find joy even in like a really crappy situation. And I just love how you're able to do that as well. And you're able to encourage us to be able to find those joyful spots, and also to just kind of choose that attitude of joy as well, even when life is kind of sucking around us. So it's such a cool message, and such an important message for us to hear right now. So thank you so much. And I think in order for us to kind of live that out, one of the ways that I think we live that is for me anyway, like sometimes choosing to worship is really helpful for me, even in a time when like I'm not really feeling it, or like kind of especially if I can find a song that that really kind of speaks of my emotions and what I am feeling, but what I want to be feeling. And so I found this song for Isaac to sing for us today, that just kind of really expresses, I think, like this attitude of like, I'm going to choose to worship, and I'm going to choose to have joy, even though my kind of situation around me might suck. So I encourage you guys to kind of sing along with Isaac, or just to kind of listen to the words and stuff, but enjoy this song. I reckon it's pretty awesome.
How can I say it is well when my voice can barely speak? How can I sing you a song in the midst of suffering? Jesus, will you meet me here? Let your peace wash over me. 'Cause I need you now more than ever. Teach my soul to see. My God is still in control, and still he reigns on his throne. Though mountains may tremble and sea billows roll, I'll sing it is well with my soul. My God is still in control. You have not left me alone, though the world has let me down. All of my sorrow and pain, I will trade it for a crown. Thank you for staying with me when the night was closing in. Whatever my lot, you are still God. I will sing again. My God is still in control, still he reigns on his throne. Though mountains may tremble and sea billows roll, I'll sing it is well with my soul. My God is still in control. And it is well with my soul. 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 My God is still in control, and still he reigns from his throne. Though mountains may tremble and sea billows roll, I'll sing it is well with my soul. My God is still in control. My God is still in control.
Lord God, thank you so much that we can reach out to you, even when we're in these places of struggle, that we can find you close by us, that we can still choose to sing. It is well with us, even though life is not well around us, but it is well because you're inside us. Thank you so much for that. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Awesome. Hey, thank you so much, Isaac. You're the man. It's so cool to have your talent.
I think that was
And
so
especially-
cool.
Thank you.
Especially like your like guitar and drums in the background of your keyboard, like props, man.
That's
Yeah.
talent. That is talent.
Took me 5 hours to record a 3.5-minute video. But
Oh man,
Incredible dedication.
you're a champ. Hey, I want to know who was our winner of our rooms challenge, Jackie. So have you been following those comments?
I have. You wanted the block and the Reno, because I think people still need to do some votes for the block. I think we have a winner for it, but if you guys wanted to vote,
let's just vote for the Reno. And
just the Reno. Okay.
Yeah.
So I've been vaguely like trying to keep count, and I think our winner is Neve.
Yay! Nice,
I mean,
Neve.
being in her room, that is dedication.
That is so well deserved, eh? So well deserved. Like, and well done, Billy, for putting up with the smell of paint all week. Just so that your sister, hopefully, she can like shout you a cheeseburger or something to say thank you. Surely, eh? Surely. So well done, Neve. We got a $50 Westfield voucher coming your way after the lockdown, and that will be awesome. Which is hopefully like next week. Come on. Which is
don't
gonna
jinx
be
us, mate.
Oh yeah, sorry. And speaking of next week, we got some competitions coming up for you guys over the next week. So Billy, do you want to tell us about those?
Yes, we have got some really cool competitions coming up that Matt's going to remind me of, so that because I totally forgot it.
Yeah.
Good job, Billy.
The first one's called Project Inspire Me.
Oh yes, that's right. Project Inspire Me. Guys, should get into that.
Get into it, yeah. And what do they have to do, Billy? Yeah. Do you want me to do this one, Billy? It's okay. Billy's got a mind beat. So what we want you guys to do is, as a small group this week, we want you to come up with some way that you can present some inspiration to us. So you could like write a song, you could write a poem, you could make a funny video. We just want you to come up, you could kind of make up a meme, you could, whatever you want to do as a small group to try and inspire us. And then we want you to post that up on social media, tag Rickett and Youth in it, and we're going to show all of those next week and vote on who can be the winner of that. And I'm going to have some takeaways for the winning small group of that challenge again. So make sure you get in on that. Project Inspire Me, and really cool to get in on that over the week. And there's something else that we want to get in on as well.
I did remember that one.
You remember this one? Okay, tell us about the second one.
So we've got sharing your hope story. So Jackie has already done hers on her Instagram. So if you want to really
so good. So
good example, you can go check hers out. It's pretty much just a 60-second video of you sharing your hope story and just sharing how you became in with a relationship with Jesus.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And we got a little video about that to tell us a little bit more about it as well. So if we want to play that video now.
Oh yeah, I like videos.
Imagine if 1 billion people heard the gospel in the month of May. That is our vision. And despite COVID-19, we are on track to reach that target if you will join us in the Hope Story Challenge. Well, g'day, my name is Andrew and I'm so glad that you are interested in the Hope Story Challenge. So what I want to do is I want to invite you to join us in shooting your 60-second, your 1-minute hope story. Talk about your life before you met Christ, how you met Christ, and your life since you met Christ, and end with an invitation for the listener to follow Jesus. Upload your video, use the hashtag Hope Story and the hashtag Go2020. Make sure your video is public so that we can tell the whole world about the hope of Jesus. Then nominate 5 friends to do the same. And together we can reach 1 billion souls with the gospel of Jesus Christ in the month of May. I can't wait to see what this world looks like on the other side of this incredible move of God.
So cool.
Yes,
so excited.
is so cool. So let's get in on that this week. Get your 60-second hope stories posted up on your social media. I just love that because we have this vision to reach 1% of Christchurch, and like we might reach like the world by doing this as well, because people might see your video who aren't even from Christchurch, and they might be inspired by your hope story as well. So we have this amazing chance to share our hope stories. So get in on that on your socials this week. That would be really cool. I want to remind you of a couple of things before we head off to small groups. The first one, I want to say a big thank you to Sam Meek Electrical for sponsoring this episode. Got my product placement there. But also want to remind you that it's Mother's Day this weekend. So make sure that that you get something for your mum. I'd like to recommend as well, if your mum needs some electrical work done, you could try Sam Meek Electrical for that. She does couches. But yeah, just think about what you're going to do for your mum this week as well. We're going to head off into Zoom now with our youth group, and so we'd love you to join us for that. The link is in the description for this video, so jump on there now. We're going to head across there and we're going to carry on youth group over in Zoom. Catch you guys later. Ka kite.
Bye.
Bye.